And welcome into another edition of Player Profile for the South Range Raiders, brought to you by the Simple Greek. We are joined at this time by the man, the myth, and the legend, Mr. Luke Crumbacher. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. This has been a very interesting season, 2 seasons for you. Coming off football season, an extended football season for all the right reasons, and now you've got basketball season, overcoming some injuries, getting back on the floor. How's it been for you so far, Luke?
That's been tough. I've had a shoulder injury since the beginning of the football season, so I'm trying to get through that. I'm having surgery later in the season, so it's been tough. Like, I'm kind of not 100%, but close to it, so it's just been pretty tough.
Mentally, how is it to prepare for that and overcome an injury each and every day that you take the court?
Well, I'm all constantly thinking about it because I don't want to re-injure it again, pop it out, and I keep making it worse. So it's always in my head. It's always affecting everything I do now.
So when that's a challenge by itself. But then you look at the opposition that you're up against. You got some serious opponents this year. I mean, you talk about Poland, you talk about Struthers, you talk about the other NE8 opponents. You guys are battling through and in the middle of a pandemic. Talk to me about how you and the team have kind of hustled your way through it.
Well, we've had a lot of games canceled. Our JV team's quarantined right now. It's been tough. We've had a lot of practice. We're getting better every single day, but we just keep working, and whenever game we can play, we just try to go out there and play and win.
Fortune favors the bold, and fortune favors South Range because you're lucky enough to have a great football coach, great football staff, and then basketball, it doesn't change a whole lot because you've got a great coaching staff, a great leader, and supporting staff. What is it like for you to learn from those type of leaders?
Well, they know a lot about the game. They've been here a lot, so they're always telling us the right thing to do and always correcting what we're not doing right and just making us better every single day.
All right, so let's talk about the gears. There's a gear that you have in football that it goes from 0 to 60. Everybody sees you scamper down those sidelines. Basketball, you have to have some controlled chaos. Talk to me about that. Explain the different mentality that you have to have as a basketball player as opposed to just going out on the gridiron.
So basketball, you have to be more like you have to stay in a stance longer and be able to move your feet. It's not just straight sprint. You have to be quick along with fast. So on defense, you gotta stay in your stance for a long time and then just guard them pretty good without I don't know. I'd say it's just more tough on the legs and you have to be more in shape.
It's constant movement, right?
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It's completely different than football.
All right, the different mentalities for football and for basketball. Football, you're looking to take somebody's head off naturally, in basketball, you're looking to kind of finesse your way through the ball game. Mm-hmm. You're a multi-sport athlete. What are the biggest challenges for you mentally of shifting gears from one to the next?
Well, you're just mentally and physically tired coming right from football, and then a week later going right into basketball. You're learning all the plays, and you got to learn all the basketball plays. You just got to transition pretty good, and I've learned how to do it over the years.
And South Range makes you go kind of all in on that one sport while you're playing it. You can't kind of take your eye off the ball, so to speak, and move on to the next sport until the other one is completed. Does that help you from that standpoint to kind of keep you focused on one thing at a time?
Yeah, you're only doing one thing at a time. So football, you're doing football, and then basketball, in the summer you could do before football starts. You can do open gyms for basketball. But as soon as football starts, you're completely football. Football every day, no basketball. It's not. I like it personally because then it doesn't allow you to move on. Say you're in football, you're in the playoffs. Some people might want to just move on to basketball, but it doesn't allow you. You're still stuck to that sport.
It's tournament time, brother. Hard to believe knowing how fast basketball season's gone and the limited amount of games you've been able to play. So my question for you is, South Range, a good team. Would you rather be the hunter or the hunted when it comes to being in the tournament and being seeded?
I'd say the hunted. We're underdogs. I think we play good as underdogs. I think it just fits us this year.
I love it. And you've got you look at Poland. They're shut down until I believe until the tournament. You got Struthers playing tonight. I'm sure you've had your fair share of watching video on the Wildcats and the Bulldogs this year. What impresses you most about this conference in the NE8 when you step on the floor with some of these teams? The other 7 teams really that you have to compete against.
Every team's good. Each team's different though. Like one team's fast break, one team's set plays, one team's really good at they're just all different. So each game is something different you have to work on.
Give me one thing you've learned from Coach Cullen over the years that's going to stick with you for the rest of your days.
One thing. Trying to think of something he always tells me. Well, he always says like, always be a competitor. So like never, like even doing in practice drills, always compete. Give it your all every time.
All right, I know we talked about this last time, Luke, but what are you going to do when you graduate from South Range High School?
Right, I plan on playing football and going to college, obviously.
School. Any takers? Is there anybody out there that says Luke Crumbacher's our guy?
I have a few. I haven't committed yet, but I'm still waiting.
Well, I know your first call is going to be to us, right? Naturally, because we've covered you since you were a freshman. So hopefully that's the first call. But we're proud of you, man. Looking forward to more chats with you as you announce where you're headed and to continue your football career. But thanks for taking some time with us today on the Simple Greek player profile with Luke Crumbacher.
Thank you.